Welcome to the Starter Days sessions on the use of ICT in our campus in Brussels. With this table of contents, I want to give you an overview of what to expect in this screencast. You can't do much without an activated account, so our advice is to activate your KU Leuven account as soon as possible. You can start the activation via the activation code you received via an email after you registered at KU Leuven. You can start the activation process via the website activation.kuleuven.be with your RS or M number and the activation code you received. One of the services you can use with your activated account is accessing the Wi-Fi. You may notice that there are many Wi-Fi stations available on campus. The Wi-Fi station we recommend you to use is the Wi-Fi station called Campus Roam. You can log on with your R number at kuleuven.be, so without the student in between. We also offer the EduRoam network with the same login, but EduRoam offers a more limited access. Campus-wide information is published on the campus portal. Via the link kuleuven.be English Campuses Brussels Campus index.html, you will find campus news, info about well-being, the academic calendar, and more. We also provide a faculty student portal, which is actually your digital starting place. This portal provides access to our different platforms, but also provides you with more information on your study program, contact and exam information, and a lot of other faculty-related items. On the faculty platform, you will find a link to your ISP or individual study program. It is important to register your individual study program as quickly as possible, since your timetable and your subjects in the learning environment are linked to the registration of your courses in this individually study program. So there's a clear link between the individual study program and the subjects you will see in your learning environment Toledo. Also important is if you have a non-payment of the registration invoice, access to KU Loket and Toledo will be blocked. In this screencast, I'll guide you through the learning environment called Toledo. When you go to toledo.kuleuven.be, you are able to log in via the login button underneath the Toledo bridge. So I click on login and I have to enter my username and password. In this screencast, I'm using a test student called Bart Simpson. Now I'm entering the Toledo portal. On top, I can search for course content items. For instance, when I enter the word math and I click on search, I come onto a page that is retrieving all math-related items on top of all my courses. I can filter on course, on file type, or even on date. On the right side, I have the home button. When I click on the button, it returns to this page. I have a paper plane icon that is showing all my unread messages. I have an update icon, which is showing all new items since I last went to Toledo. For instance, there are 4 new PDF files. This icon is my Toledo progress, and it's a beta program of my progress, in fact, in my different courses. It's kind of a follow-up system. Here I have my initials, and when I click on my initials, I can change language or notification settings. Here I can go to, for instance, tools. Within tools, I have the possibility to use Kaltura, which is kind of a YouTube alternative. I also have administration. Via this link, I can enroll or unenroll from courses which are not in my ESP. So you know it's only showing courses of courses that are enrolled in my ESP. But if I want to follow a course not related to my ESP, I can manually enroll or unenroll. And via the help, I can get extra help. Here I can filter on the titles of my courses or communities. I can also filter on, let's say, only courses of semester 1 or only showing communities. A community technically looks like a course, but it contains more cross-curricular information. Here you can change the view from tiles to more rows. On the right side, you get the updates, the most recent updates and messages. And you will also see your course schedule, so the upcoming moments and a link to your complete course schedule. When I click on the 3 dots underneath a course, I can get extra course information, for instance, who's the course leader. You will see some courses have a color or have a photograph, but some of them are grayed out and you are not able to click on them. It means your professor did not make this course available to the students. So you're successfully subscribed to the course, but it's still not open to you. On an open course, you can click. So for instance, I'll get this demo course, Demo RA. Your course opens with announcements. So these are the announcements from the professor to you. It might be your professor also provides these announcements via an extra email to your email box, but not always. So it's very important to keep an eye on this paper plane icon on top here or the paper plane of the specific course itself. Second are the course documents. You see here the number 3. When I click on the course documents, it shows different types of documents. This is a standard item, so it contains a title and a presentation. When I click on these 3 dots, I in fact open this item and I can click on the content, this PowerPoint presentation. It also might be your professor works with folders and puts the information in different folders. It might also be that he provides you with a lesson recording. It's the same way, so you click on the 3 dots and then you're able to play the lesson recording. You see, as soon as I click on the 3 dots and I mark it as red, that the course document goes from 3 to 2. These are documents and information sent by the professor to you. It might also be the opposite, via assignments. So it might be the professor asks you to hand over a paper, to read a book and write a paper of 5 pages, for instance, in Microsoft Word. When I click on the assignment, I can see the due date and the points I can get by making or handing over the paper. And via browsing my computer, I can select a file, for instance, this Word document, and attach it to the assignment. When I click on Submit, the submitting is definitive, so I can't go back. So I click on Submit, and now it's transforming, in fact, my paper to a kind of preview. And in this preview, I can, in fact, review the paper I handed over. When the professor has marked my grade, I will see my grade here and also be able to, via the assignment details, see some feedback of the professor. It also might be your professor provides you with discussion boards or a Collaborate environment. Collaborate Ultra is the web conference system we're using to give lessons online. So when I click on Collaborate, I can enter the course room. Before I enter the course room, I will show you these 3 lines. You can see the different sessions, but also, if there were any, the recordings made of previous sessions. So when I click here on these 3 dots, I can review a recorded version. Now I return to the sessions and I can enter the course room. Then I click on Join Course Room. Now I've entered the classroom. The most important buttons are these 2, enabling or disabling the microphone, enabling or disable my webcam. On the left side, I can give my mood feedback, or I can leave the session, or I can agree or disagree with what the professor says. Here I have my name and the status of the call quality. On the right side, here I have the raise hand button, which raises my hand virtually so the professor can see I'm raising my hand because I have a question. On the left side, I have these 3 lines where I can report an issue or get to the Blackboard Collaborate help or leave the session. On the right side, I have this left pointing arrow, which allows me to chat to everyone or a specific person. I can see the other attendees with their call quality. I can share my screen if I'm allowed to. So normally I'm not a presenter or a moderator, but if the professor allows me, I can share my screen. And with this settings icon, I can change settings of my camera and microphone. The language of this Collaborate environment depends on the language setting in the settings of my browser. Via the campus portal, you can reach more information on how to order books and courses. We cooperate with Standaard Boekhandel, where you can order your books and courses online. All students also get an email address, built up from your first name.family name @student.kuleuven.be. We also offer a free subscription to MS Office 365, so you can install the Office suite onto 5 devices for free. We also provide printing and scanning services on the copiers. First-year students get 100 pages black and white for free. After using your credit, you can re-upload online. If you want to print from your own laptop, you can upload a PDF file to print.odyssey.be. Authenticate yourself to the copier via the touch panel on the copier or via your student card. You can also make scans on the copier. These are saved as a PDF file and sent to you on your KU Leuven email address. KU Leuven also offers Windows and Apple hardware at reduced prices via these URLs. Sometimes you will need specific software. If needed, you will be informed by your professor. This specific software might be used via the App Store, found on the desktop of the campus PCs. You can also use this software at your personal device following the manual on this URL. Via this URL, you get to the library services. The library at Campus Brussels is located at the Cerclaas building, and the entrance is on the ground floor. When you need help with ICT-related problems, you can create a ticket to our IT service desk, or you can pass by at the third floor on the Cerclaas building between 8 AM and 5 PM.